Anyway, that's my story. We are going to jump into the game. I love this game. We're going to skip training. I think let's hop into Stuka interceptions, and we're just going to play through a number of these until we get bored and play a different game, I guess. But I haven't done this on stream yet, and I haven't really experienced all of the excitement of the game. Okay, I'm also going to need to video resolution, but if I make the resolution bad, that's not actually going to change the frame rate. Okay, it's a little bit framey, so we'll see how long this goes on. But this is a turn-based game where you are controlling the fighters in, sometimes dogfights, sometimes like this, an attack on a Stuka. This is gonna be really simple, I bet, because it's just 2 Spitfires on 1. I'm gonna have you do something as simple as that, and go in. Like with that, we've basically already won. So we're gonna need to pick and choose our battles to make them a lot more interesting, because this is gonna be a really quick, boring fight, I think. You cut back on the throttle. A little bit more to the left. Oh, the Stuka has a real gun. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, you can stop cutting so hard and even out a little bit. I think this game is really going to be a lot more interesting to stream in bigger scenarios. Actually, you keep going down a little bit, and I'll have you really come back up. Just made the roommate supper. What'd you make tonight? What was supper for the evening? This Stuka is not really going into any evasive maneuvers. I don't really care about having you actually hit this guy right now. Ooh, especially since it's so hard to aim this. It's not usually this hard. This is entirely because it's laggy. Whoop. Oh my god. You think I have that? You think I read that channel? You think I look at my own Discord? There's like 6 people in it. Come on, bud. Okay. Go ahead and quit your whatever it is you're doing. Go ahead, go to half throttle, and you are probably in a blind spot for this Stuka. Ooh. There we go. That's alright. And it's fun because you get to see chunks of the plane fly off, like that aileron that is... Oh, that was maybe his canopy. Okay, well, there's nothing else to do now because he's bailed out. Three separate dishes, not all one. Alright, let me check this image. I hope my planes don't just crash into the ground while I'm just letting it play out and ignoring it. Nah, I'm sure you're fine. Where's the other plane? Up there somewhere. Oh, way up there. Whoop, hello. What are you doing? Have fun, I guess. Okay, we've got chicken, we've got beans, and we have rice. That is 2 of the same things I had for supper tonight. So why only a victory? Pilot survived, aircraft survived. Bomb was killed. We got the maximum score. There's no fighters I could have shot down. Okay, well that's the first attempt at this game. Number of turns, maybe? Maybe. Okay. A 1v1? Ooh. There was some really fun... Is that me bouncing or them bouncing? No, can't shoot the parachutes. I've tried that before. Escorted Stukas. This is what we want. Let's try this. That is indeed a war crime. Not that I particularly care, but... Okay, those 3 Stukas, because of the way you are, I'm just gonna have you stick on them. I think I'm gonna have you ignore the Stukas and go for this Messerschmitt. There's a lot of kind of cool stuff to this. So like that black ball there, I'll make it more extreme. These black dashes here basically say that my pilot would black out while flying. Oh, interesting that you're actually aimed at this guy on the right anyway. I'm gonna have you hit this guy as well. Maybe we can take out one Stuka straight away while this other guy gets into position to take the Messerschmitts. Now, you can see some of his bullets are still in flight. Oh, he was shooting that one. Okay. I want you to swing way to the left. Hold if you can. You are gonna be... Ooh, probably gonna be in danger from that guy. I don't think you can turn and pull up fast enough to be a problem. Okay, you've basically missed that opportunity now. You've dealt damage to him, so that's good enough. If these Stuka are just... Hello? Please set that guy as your target. I'm going to have you try and go after him. Lot of hits on this guy. Lot of hits on him as well. So that's pretty good already. Go ahead and full throttle. We do want to be careful of his gunnels. We'll have you turn in behind. That guy might black out if he keeps up his tone. So I want you to turn in and go for this guy. Forget about the Stukas. He put one shot into me, but it looks like he mostly missed. You keep up that tone. You... try and get under or above this guy. Make him overshoot while you keep turning in. And you can also cut throttle. Let's do that. Go ahead and keep that up. He looks like he is having trouble keeping up, so stop that turn, but keep pulling like that. If I can get you to stall and him to fly underneath, that'll be fine. Alright, you. Think I can get this to focus? Yes. Please set. No. Please. When I press X. There we go. I would really want you to. Oh, actually, we had it for a second though. Look at that. That's a little bit of a gun run. It's not great. Oop, that's way more than I wanted. That's assuming he doesn't change the directions he's going any. Got a couple of shots on that 109. Fuck. Missed him. Alright. The way you all go and be opportunist and shoot that Stuka. Can you do a war crime tier list? I can if you redeem the tier list reward and provide me with a link to a war crime tier list to do. Create set. Can you drop that in Twitch chat? Actually, no, Twitch chat isn't helpful. Sure. We can take a second to do a war crime tier list. Sure. Nothing wrong with this at all. Okay, there we go. Let's war crime tier list. Oh, this is shit. What is this? Gas attack? Napalm? Executing prisoners? I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Booby trap, maybe? Flamethrowers? Flamethrowers in a war crime. Dropping a lot of bombs? That's not a war crime. Shooting civilians, maybe? Employing child soldiers? Shooting surrendering people? So I guess this is shooting prisoners. This is not taking prisoners. You know, maybe an unpopular opinion. Not sure I would technically classify atomic weapons as a war crime. Okay, hold on. Afro has sent me another one. Let's see if this one is better. Okay, this one is better. Let me get rid of that. Killing wounded soldiers out of battle. Absolute F. There was nothing good out of there. Let's see here. Let me find all of the ones that are just terrible. Pocket sand. I don't know what pocket sand is. against French people specifically. Incendiary grenade, mass genocide, torture, not the hot kind. Torture, but without any clarification, so I assume this torture is the hot kind? Anyway, okay, now that we've gotten those three out of the way, let's think about good ones. Honestly, huge fan of nuclear warfare. It's just so insane. Love it. Absolutely amazing. Not even sure I would technically consider it a war crime. Let's see. What are some other good ones? I don't know what pocket sand is, so I'm gonna put it up there as well. Big fan of booby traps. Um, Alright, that might be all of the triple S tier ones. Every battle should have a good nuke. I mostly agree. Okay, let me think here. Torture is probably a solid A tier. It's not something I think I want everyone to be tortured. Likewise, actually, taking hostages and torture kind of go hand in hand. Um, Use of child soldiers is interesting because it's not a bad tactic, except for all of the morally terrible things about using child soldiers. It's a very effective tactic. They're young, they're nimble, they can be trained, well and easily because their brains are still young and can be molded. People are going to be, less wanting to fight child soldiers, but they'll still have to, which will be great because then, they're going to be psychologically wounded themselves. Attacking civilians or non combatants. Not an exceptional war crime, but it has its places, that's for sure. Improper use of a flag of truce. Nothing stand up and fightish about that one. Use of biological warfare, again, has its place, but not great. Oh, this says torture the hot kind. Well, okay, I guess that has to be up there. Oh, maybe this means specifically like embalmment or whatever it is. Um, Using flamethrowers on non-military targets, sometimes you just need to make things a little toasty in order to get the civilian population to quiet down. Genocide, some of the best wars have a ton of genocide. Some of the worst wars have a ton of genocide. In fact, most wars have a ton of genocide. So, that one, again, another one that has its place. San Toasty. You see, now you're getting it. Favorite of Anakin Sky. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Really, this should be a. Remember how the Clone Wars is actually just a war crime speed run? Absolutely classic. Incendiary grenades. Again, not really sure I'd consider that one inherently a war crime. Mass genocide against French people. I'm gonna go out and say it, the French people don't deserve anything worse than a lot of other people, but so those two are gonna go together. Specific types of mines. I'm assuming this like means mines designed to maim you instead of kill you. So I think that one's probably gonna end up here next to booby traps. Biological experimentation on soldiers. I think goes down along with these ones of just there was nothing right to this. Attacking Red Cross personnel. Sometimes those nurses are scary. So again, that's one that, has its place, that's for sure. Leaving cluster munitions behind after war, it happens. It's a shame. Oh well. Fragmentation on weapons with plastic and glass. Like, you mean like throwing a grenade into a window? I don't really know what this means. If you throw a grenade into a window and create a bunch of shards that, slice people up, what's wrong with that? That seems like a great tactic. Blinding laser weaponry, that's gonna go there. Boring. Whatever. Stupid. Oh, a grenade full of glass? That just seems like a bad weapon. Because the glass would, melt in the explosion and fuse into real chunks that would probably not be as sharp as the metal bits. And they would also be less dense than the metal bits, so they'd probably cut into you worse. I don't even know why. Oops, what did I just throw up here? Denying a fair trial? Nah, you should almost never deny a fair trial. Alright, this is my war crimes tier list. These are the fun ones. These are, these are exceptionally useful, just good tactics. These three categories, they have their place. Those used to them, that's for sure. This one just shouldn't be a thing. Don't be a loser. If you're a loser if you use any of those three things, and these four here, nah. These four here, that's that's some real Geneva Convention shit. I like how I have killing surrendered soldiers, killing wounded soldiers, attacking civilians though. That's fine. Okay, those all. Thank you, Afro, for making me do a war crimes tier list. Back to our regularly scheduled program of trying to shoot Germans. Go ahead and full throttle, and I'll see if I can get you to swing down on top of him. Thank you. And then this guy down here needs to keep pulling up, but not so much that you're gonna black out. I really don't want you to black out. Okay, I don't think you'll black out with that. And then I have you set up to shoot this guy. Yes. That guy's blacked out. I think we're just gonna ignore him for a second. You go ahead, cut your engine, and go ahead and do that, I guess. Just stay right behind him. You still not blacked out, and I don't think you will. So that's okay. You need to do this so that you don't stall out completely. That should be one Stuka shot down. I'm amazed that that guy's still flying. Oh, hello? Thank you. Okay, you set this guy as your target. Would you be able to hit him? No. Okay, don't bother shooting. Go ahead and just get behind him. And what about you? Can you please... think I can make this last longer? No. That's the best I'm gonna be able to do. Okay, somehow that's the best I'm gonna be able to do in this pass. So I think I'd rather actually do that and make you be set up better next time. Okay, you are not set up better in the slightest. In fact, if anything, you're set up worse. So let's do this. Speed up, try to get out of there a little bit because you're taking file from them, and I'm going to want you to very much change the way you're approaching this. You, meanwhile, oh, oh, come on. I think something like that is going to set you up very well for the next turn. Obackle lost Rudder Center. I don't know who Obackle is, but... oh, and Obubby. Those are almost British sounding names, but they have funny accents on them, so I assume they're German. Okay, those should be... that should be really good, actually. That's gonna be a good run. You... maybe actually just come around... this guy might just fall into the sea. I'm really not sure. I don't know who opened up the canopy, who's bailing out. You go ahead and... yeah, do that. Get out of here. This guy lost his rudder. I can't see anything about you, and I can't see your fucking canopy. Are these planes even fit about with 600 bullets? Well, they're little machine gun bullets. What do you mean? In the wings. This Spitfire should have 7.62 MGs. It's not 600 rounds in each run. In fact, 600 is probably a little small. They should have 800... I don't know, 840 between the 8 of them. And they're not all... they don't all shoot at exactly the same time. It's like these two, and then these two, and then these two, and like back and forth. Something like that. I don't remember exactly how the Spitfire Mark runs, which is what this looks like to me. Shot. Please, let me look at this guy. I want to look at this guy. I want to watch him get shot. Oh, that was... what a move. I don't think you are going to escape me, though. In fact, I think I'm very much going to be able to stay on your tail without any real difficulty. But nonetheless, quite an impressive move. Actually, you keep spinning around in case you need to deal with that guy. All Mulo blacked out. I don't know who all Mulo is. You're gone. You stop pulling up just a little bit like that. And go ahead, actually cut your throttle and even out a tad. Start aiming at this guy. Thank you. I guess you're Maul. Who are you? Are you Mulo? You're Mulo. I don't think you're going to be able to pull up in time. I think you've thrown yourself into the drink. Do you have to manage G-forces? Yes, very much so, in fact. Managing G-forces is an insanely important thing in propeller aircraft. Because partially the fact that you're moving so slow makes it so that the plane has a lot more like push on it. Like the distance you travel in order to turn a certain number of degrees is so much smaller that you can get insane G-forces in these. Like this maneuver I'm having this guy do right here would be probably, as it is, equivalent to the worst best depends on your interpretation of worst and best roller coasters. And roller coasters are definitely, enough to make certain people black out. Never mind doing what he's doing at twice the speed, which is totally reasonable. Like this little ball here is how fast he's going. It would be totally reasonable for him to be going twice as fast, and I could make him pull up even harder. The G suit, right, which expands with L to constrict blood flow or something like that, was, to my knowledge, developed by the United States during the Second World War. Because, it let the pilots black out less. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Not a very good run. But you have plenty of ammo, so I'm really not worried about it. You go ahead and start tipping over in case this guy does manage to pull out, which it looks like he is going to. Meanwhile, you, with that guy as your target, is he your target? Yes. You're gonna need to be very careful about your ammo, so don't actually waste too much of it like that. That'll be good enough. And you fly slowly. Actually, I'll keep you. Yeah, you're fine where you are. That should be a killing run if those actually hit where I think they're going to. I want to make him pull up a little bit more than I had him, just in case he puts some sort of maneuver I'm not expecting on it. Do you have to worry about ammo at all? That's what this red line is, yes. You have to worry about everything an actual Spitfire pilot would have to worry about, except for fuel. These battles shouldn't go on long enough to worry about fuel. Go ahead and flip over like that. Oh my god, not a single one of those little peppers got him. That is annoying. Now it says, well, we'll do that. This is an indicator of the path they're going to continue on if they don't change what they're doing. I, of course, have no idea what they're going to change to do, which is why ideally I'd have it so that I shoot him as soon in my, as soon in the move as possible instead of at the end, because those as the most possibility for this to no longer be accurate. It only tells me what it looks like he's doing, not what he actually is doing, which I think is really cool. You, again, have plenty of ammo, so I'm going to have you just throw some downrange for the sake of it. And you really are stalling in a Spitfire. Aim down there. Oh. Oh, that's a killing blow. Oh, look at that. Aileron, elevator, rudder, open canopy. He's gone. Okay, I want to have you actually brake left, because this guy looks like he's going to be peeling off to the right. Absolutely lambasted. What an amazing show that was. I'm not sure you actually hit a single one of those, but that's okay. Go ahead and full throttle, get underneath, and just let him turn. You keep diving on this guy. That was a couple of hits. Lost an aileron. Ooh. Okay, and now I got to play the fun game of trying to re-aim. I think I'd rather have that slightly shorter. Well, alright, that's good enough. That'll be okay. You are going to try and follow his turn, but don't try to match it. I have plenty of distance that if he tries to do something silly, it's not going to be a big issue. I want you to just fly underneath and basically come back. Oh, he is shooting at me. Unhinged behavior. Absolutely unhinged. Okay. Flatten yourself out like this, and I'm going to have you now swing for us. Go ahead and do that. Not as ideal as a one, but I think it's more likely to match what he's going to do. You keep that up. That's perfect. Okay, please hit him. That was one more. CF Schmidt. Who the fuck is CF Schmidt? Is that you? Are you Schmidt? You're Müller. Are you Schmidt? You're all Schmidts. Are you CF Schmidt? You're Ma. Okay, so Schmitz must have been one of these guys already, who is already going down. Okay, so I don't count. That's useless information, game. I would love it if you didn't give me useless information. Okay, Please, for the love of God. Okay, that's a pretty good one. And then you, not Finsbury, Hemsworth. Hemel Hempstead. He looks like he might actually be trying to come around. So go ahead and throw a little lead out there, and if he does something silly, you might just be able to get him. You keep up your simple tone. Go ahead and... Actually, I do want you to gain a little bit of speed back. There was a couple of hits, I think. Yep, he's gone. Mulo has opened the canopy. You keep up that gentle tone. You start bringing yourself this way to deal with this Messerschmitt. I think that's you leaving, right? Yeah, the gray indicates he's no longer in control. So even though up here it doesn't say that he's bailed out, he has. Or he's preparing to, I guess. Go ahead and spin around like that. And then pull yourself in. You also come around. What goes around goes around. I'll go around. Do 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 do. Those are two very different songs. You've got enough ammo. I'll have you do that, even though that's not really gonna do much. The other thing is, because he's far enough away, those shots aren't gonna hit him until next turn. And then I'm not gonna have you shoot. I really just want you to line yourself up. The Stuka, like so many planes early in the war, only had tail gunners that could shoot above them. Not great. Okay, where's this guy? You, not you, you. Finsbury. Go ahead and bring yourself over there. Okay, I'm gonna watch from your perspective, I guess. Or not. The boringest perspective, because it told me literally nothing that was useful to know. You are not going to keep that torn up. If you can, you're going to just drop some lead right. There was a good line right there, and hope that you don't stall all the way out. You're high enough up. I think you can recover if you do stall. So that's good. Hello? Go ahead and do... I had a decent line, and then it went away. That again, not ideal, but it'll be okay. Torn 24. Rolf Moose Müller escaped the battle. What? Who the what? How? He bailed out. That's bullshit. That's one thing I hope they change a little bit with the game once it, gets further to release. Okay. That's good enough, I suppose. Is that planes seem to, the range at which planes seem to be able to escape is way too big of an area. Or I guess too small of an area. I don't really know. It needs to be harder for planes to escape. You're too far away for that shot to be effective in any meaningful way. You just do your best to not stall. Because that plane, that's this plane that has escaped the battle, but it's this guy who is currently falling out of the fucking sky. So he's not escaped the battle, he's bailed out. Okay, whatever. Take me to whatever plane. Nope. Finsbury is just gonna go charge him. You need to kind of just not do much right now. That's good enough. Just extend. You keep up on Morton. In fact, if you cut, you should stay on target for longer. Or you can just stop shooting for some reason. I don't know why you would stop shooting. I guess because he's now opened his canopy and presumably is bailing out, but that doesn't mean anything because the last person to open his canopy and bail out magically managed to teleport away. I think you're probably good to just fly off in a way. Like, this guy's gonna get shot up, and there's not much he can do because he's stalling out. Although we are shooting at him from a ways away, so I guess. It says you're gonna stall though, but I don't know that I believe that. I want you. Hell, just keep shooting for all I care. War crimes be damned. No, okay, you cannot shoot if there's not anybody anywhere nearby. Okay. Well, that's at least all three Stukas. We will count the one that got away as being a kill because we killed it and then it magically teleported out of the battlefield. Look at that. And that's good enough. Please. Hello. Thank you. Okay, Finsbury. Oh, his wings off! Whoa! Yes! That's the kind of shot you want to make. Way to go, Finsbury. Watch him tumble. It's clunky mostly because I'm streaming and, we know what my computer is like. When I've played this single player without, it is single player. When I've played this without streaming, it's incredibly smooth even for me. There are a few, and again, it is a demo, right there, alpha gameplay. But actually, there was something I really like about this. This game is a demo. It's not early access. It's not in development. It's not I had to pay 10 quid in order to get to play an unfinished game. It's a free demo with so much. Like I'll show off the mission creator next. Because the scenarios that you can make, these don't do anything stupid, are just it's insane. And yeah, there's a couple of parts that aren't ideal, namely the enemies magically being able to escape and whatnot, but that's all balancing things that I think are pretty easy to deal with in the future. All in all, absolutely amazing game. Alright, here it is all in replay. Started with peppering. Hold on, I think there's a way I can do this. Yeah, look at that. It's a little... Is it all dogfights or is there any other? Currently, it's all dogfights. And currently, all of the dogfights are basically... The only difference is the number of planes and what type of planes. But all of that, I think, is going to change. I'm not sure that there will ever be us commanding air to ground, but I'm not totally sure. And again, this low frame rate is really a me problem for having not a great computer. So that was a good first couple of runs on those two. These shots had every opportunity to kill him and they just all missed. That was bad on me because these black lines show that he's blacked out, so there's nothing he could have done to avoid my shots. I mean, it's funny because this guy is flying an interception mission while these two are in a dogfight. You're getting lined up for a peppering. Oh, actually, that's you getting hit. You're getting shot by stray bullets from the Stukas, I think. Oh, that's funny. Lobcat? Lobcat! Jellies? Blast them. Now you're speaking my language. The colors are the same currently between you and Lob, so I didn't even notice. You did miss the war crime tier list. Probably one of the boringest tier lists I think I've done. You know what? I should have done the war crime tier list based on the ones I would have on my checklist to achieve. That's how I should have come at the war crime tier list. was the same way the Clone Wars should have done. The same way the Clone Wars did it. You also missed a British marching song sing-along. Did you, Afro, did you guys sing along? Because you had the lyrics right there on the screen. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary to see my darling so. Meanwhile, over here, Milo is just getting clobbered. So there goes his aileron. Ah. You know what makes me so sad is that Twitch killed Twitch Sings. That was such an amazing concept, and there's no reason it shouldn't exist. I would totally do Twitch Sings. I would, you know, Lobcat, how many of these need a new name do you have? I'm gonna guess like 82,000 or 120,000. Okay, so right there, this guy is now dead. He's done for. Lost both his ailerons. He basically can't fly his plane. He's going down. Canopy opens. Bails out. This is so cool. I've never watched it this closely. There's like a whole animation for it. He opens the cockpit, puts the glasses on. There's no actually falling out. Like, he just kind of magically teleports out of the plane. And then magically he disappears, and we don't get the credit for killing him. I don't really understand it. This should be perfect score. This is the kind of... Oh, right here. This is huge. No, we miss every shot. God damn it, you imbecile. This is the kind of dogfight that won the Second World War. 44,000. 66,000. Okay, if Twitch Sings ever comes back, 50,000, and I'll do a Twitch Sings stream. I think that'd be a fun idea. Not that it's ever going to come back. Long gone. Bye bye Twitch Sings. Which doesn't make sense because they have... How do you have 1 million on Arcus's channel? He hasn't even streamed in like 5 years. Oh my god, look at the spin. Oh, the guy loses his wing right here. It just... Hold on. Right off. And he just goes into well-placed bets. That's a good point. I guess I need to check. Look at him go! Entering that flat spin, he can't produce enough lift to keep him up. I have no idea what that piece was that just flew off. Bails out. Funny enough, the pilot is still in there, so he's bailed out, but the pilot model doesn't actually disappear. Yay, Angie! We're glad. We don't want you to smell that bad. That's Zach's job, is to smell bad. Can't have you smelling like Tina. Okay. Exit review. Victory. So this upsets me because that should be 2. This should be a perfect score. All of our aircraft survived. I shot down all of the fighters, and I shot down all of the bombers. So this should be a perfect score. Outstanding victory. That was fun. Okay, extra hard dogfight. I don't know what makes these extra hard. The outnumbered bounce kinda seems like fun. I think, though, I want to show off. Those were the missions. So those instant action, which just drops you in, and it's always 2v2, but the orientation is usually randomized. And then there's this random match, which isn't actually random. You can tell the game what you want it to be, or you can press randomize, which is quite fun. And then this, of course, the orientation of the planes happens to be randomized as well. So I want to go back and do this. Dogfights, outnumbered bounce. Check your 6. I mean, like, these are just 1v2s. I want to do this. I want to take on this challenge. We did that. That won't be difficult. That was easy. Let's do this. Extra hard outnumbered bounce. Okay. And like I was hoping, we are the ones bouncing. So 4 ME 109s, 2 Spitfire Mark 1s. Hello? Oh, space. Space to start match. So the question is, who do we actually hit first? I think I want you going for this guy. You're probably going to do something like that. He's far enough away. I don't really want you chasing him around. And you... Yes, please, when I press X, do the thing that it says X is going to do. If I had to wager a guess, I would assume these guys are all going to pull up, with these two breaking to the right and these two breaking to the left. I need, ideally, to kill both of these two instantly. Interesting. This guy has just flown straight ahead. The least observant guy in the Luftwaffe. You have interestingly forced this guy into quite a maneuver. So I want to have you keep flying, keep up your speed, and go for him. Him. Thank you. And don't bother shooting just yet. Although I do want you to tell me roughly well. Yeah, okay. That'll be good. Hopefully you take this guy out. Oh, should have seen that coming. It's too good to be true. Oh, and with the sun though, it's difficult to see. Don't do that. Instead, dive down and... No, actually, stay up here. I want you to stay up here. Bye, Afro. Enjoy Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. The show that I never got to finish. 2 episodes left, and I'll never see them. Okay, I want you... I really want you to get somewhere where you can hit him, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So maybe instead... I just pull you all the way to the right. Try to keep you from hitting this guy. Okay. This is where things are gonna start getting bad, because the way it looks to me is like the two we weren't able to get shots on are now gonna start showing up on all 6, which I really don't want. The other thing I'm hoping is that you get way over here before he does, so that you don't collide, because that would be embarrassing. Okay, no, we're good. Don't black out. That'll be okay. This guy, yeah, is now shooting on us. He's got a decent lineup for a shot right at the beginning of his run. I think I'm going to keep you doing that. Hold left. Don't pull up. Even yourself out. That would make you black out. I can't have you blacking out. That would have you black out. Have you been to the Skyview Observatory? Is that the top of the Space Needle? Because I have been to the top of the Space Needle. Okay, I think actually I'm gonna have you do something like this. No, it's taller than the Space Needle. Ooh. Oh my god, is that land or is that just a cloud? That's a cloud. There is no land. Everywhere in this game is 20 miles off of Plymouth or something like that. Let's have you actually do this. Don't turn in as hard. I'm gonna want you to spin around and dive on them. We've only gotten a few hits so far, nothing exceptional. Oh, come on! Oh! Oh, you could have done so much more. Okay. Again, I really don't want you blacking out. That will be okay. You're gonna overshoot. You've overshot this guy, but you've put a little bit into him. Yeah, you are gonna go for him. You might be going into the drink, actually. I'm not sure. Is this guy set as your target? Yes. His altitude is going way down. I'm not actually sure what the blue dots mean, now that I think about it. Okay, go ahead and make a turn not that hard. That'll be okay, and you can get back into the fray against these 3 while that guy plummets into the ground. You keep up that turn. Just stay the way you are. No. What if you instead came out this way? And you went and hit him? Obviously that gun run is not gonna do it. But I don't think you're gonna be able to get over quick enough to put shots into him. Well, maybe you will. Alright, that's probably going to be the best we're going to get. So go ahead and do that. You come over this way and you can tighten a little bit more so that you will be able to maybe just skip him. He might come in underneath you and have you go for one of those guys out there instead. That's not good. That's okay. I think actually, yeah, the way he's going, you have a chance to get up on top of him. That's good enough. Now then, you need to pull up, ideally not so hard that you do that. That will be okay. But if actually yeah, I'll do that. That'll work fine. That'll get you out from underneath them as well. Oh, there was a shot. That's not good. Alright, full engine. Keep pulling up gently. That Zach said it will be good. It'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to a good week of romping around Seattle. Ooh. Tell Zach to get the board games out. Oh, come on. Line that up. Line that up. Line that up. I changed my dates to, well, instead of coming back the 20th, I'm coming back the 21st. So I'm hoping I can force my other friend who offered to let me stay with him to let me stay with him, but he's also dumb and doesn't like responding. Okay, please shoot this guy. What if, okay, maybe you stop shooting this guy and you shoot this one who is currently blacked out. I think you're blacked out. Are you blacked out? No. But you are very likely to black out. Go ahead and cut the throttle. And God, the problem is there's just too many targets to come after. Please, shoot this guy. Let's go back to aiming at this guy. Whoop. I really don't like how alright, that'll do, even if you're not actually really well lined up on him. Where's the other? Can I click on these? No. Oh, right underneath me. Okay, you are finally now pulling up. That's good. Rebel blacked out, so I think that's the person I said was going to. This guy right in front of me. Do you think there's any chance I can get you? The answer is no, but maybe next turn. How close is this guy to the sea? Still actually quite a long ways, quite high up here. Ooh. I really should be more sparing with my ammo. Oh, that is a juicy target, but again, I don't think I'm gonna get myself on it. You keep doing that. You still have plenty of altitude. You do that and see if you can spin yourself all the way over. That's a lot more climbing than it is turning like I wanted. Try to keep yourself on him if you can. Neither of those two are going to be able to come after you in any meaningful way. Oh, Emerson is finally now getting yourself into a good spot, I think. I think next turn you should be in a great place to pop this guy. Full throttle. Even out. That's a little bit. That's pretty good. Oh yeah. It's not dead center on the fuselage, but I think it is acceptable. Okay. What to do, what to do, what to do. You're not going to get him there. Go ahead and cut, and we'll see. Okay. Put your engine back into it just a little bit. Not enough that you black out, ideally. That'll be okay. I missed you. I don't know if you actually got him at all. Oh, well, you definitely will now. Oh, that's it. Look at that. The engine's dead. Died! Clobbered him. Okay. So where were these two? Right behind you. In a really bad angle. And the other one is way up here. Coming for you, but not great. Go ahead and I want you to throw yourself up into the L. You obviously don't be doing that. I think we're going to avoid this guy. And I think I want you at this point to swap targets. And I want you to just kind of flip yourself up and over. You're gonna have a lot of trouble actually reaching me. So go ahead and do that. That'll be great. You. Oh, look at that. Hold on, where was it? Oh, I gotta find it. Oh, that's pretty good. I think I can get even better though. Okay, maybe not. Come on. That's good enough. I think that if this guy actually holds that line trying to come for you, I think that's a dead man. If even one of those had hit the way they should have. Cut. Shoot. Where am I? Why am I not getting him early? Ooh, right there. Not perfect, but I think I can pull it in title. There. That's better. You go ahead and keep it up like that. Okay, those are a couple good hits. Dead! That's a second one dead. That is 2 jellies wiped off the face of the earth. You're gonna go and hit this guy. You, at this point, are gonna need to do something to counteract you who's coming in. Okay. That's good enough. Oh, you're gonna black out from that. Don't actually do that. Yeah, okay, that'll be okay. This guy is not going to be able to get on you. Go ahead and full power. That shouldn't be a blackout now. Interestingly, up here it still doesn't say that I've actually shot down any of those Messerschmitts. We are shooting into the sun. This is going to make it very difficult, which is exactly how it should be, trying to shoot into the sun like that. Go ahead and do that, will be okay. Don't waste your ammo. You now have this guy in just a strange spot, so break to the right and get ready to chase him down, I guess. And yeah, actually, flying underneath will be really good. Because then he is overshooting. I really can't tell how good of a shot that is. We're gonna have to take it. Because I don't think I have the luxury on time. Okay, do that. I want to watch you. Hey, there was a couple of hits. That's an aileron. That's gonna be okay. You, meanwhile, might be able to get this guy as he comes out of that blackout. Actually, you need to do this or else you're gonna go into the sink. So you're going to black out for sure. But that's just how it has to be. Oh my god. I have no control, but that's... You're gonna have plenty of speed. Not ideal, but they're not in a great spot either. You do something to make sure you don't do what they've just done. Actually, go ahead and do that. Just to really make sure. I'd rather you black out than anything else. Without his aileron, I think he's going down. I'm not sure he can pull out. You're still blacked out. There's a chance he might collide with you, but I think he's already missed his chance to shoot you. Oh, this is gonna be scary. Alright, he missed. We are back in action. Go ahead and pull up you. Keep on him. Keep on him. Very good. He can't out-torn us anymore. He could never out-torn us anyway, because he's in a BF-109. And we're in Spitfires. The premier of British engineering. Go ahead and do that. And you're going to turn in underneath him. Oh, or not. Or he's going to pull up hard. In which case, that's fine. You can just level yourself out. Keep chasing after them, boys. If you can put a couple of rounds on him. Oh, he is breaking something funny. Go ahead and do that. You level out and just honestly just ignore them for a second. Or maybe you come in underneath this way. Oh, something's flowing off of that Messerschmitt, so we got him too. Very high chance here that both of these guys basically just bite it. But that one might, not that one, the other one might be able to escape. So I would like you as quickly as possible to get those shots off and then go chase after him. That's probably plenty. Go get him, Tiger. Don't let him escape. He's gonna crash anyway, I think. Okay. Lost elevator left, lost elevator left. Both of these guys were just losing parts. Which I think means they're both gonna go down. Because they don't really have steering controls anymore. I still, nonetheless, would love to pepper them a little bit more. Yes, just like that. Keep it up. Yes. Lost rudder, open canopy. Go ahead and level yourself out. You also just level yourself out. Dead into the drink. Doesn't even, so dead that his name cannot even be written down. Okay, you absolutely perfect. All we need to do is just watch until you. Oh, you're still you are trying so hard. I thought you were gonna go in for sure. You are trying so hard. It is admirable for sure. Let's have you cut underneath because you have no rudder control. for some reason you still think that you can fight. You go ahead and come level out way more. I guess that means we get one more pass to shoot this guy down. I would like it if there was a way I could tell the planes to fly, you know, attempt to do this without me having to actually manage the plane. Fly this direction, conserve altitude and speed. Good luck. Go ahead and go half throttle. Do something like that. Oh, come on, shoot him before he crashes. Oh. Okay. Let's watch this properly. This is insane. I mean, look at all of that red. Look at that squiggly line. This first pass, not a lot happens. We really didn't cause the damage I feel like we needed to do. It worked out alright because I think they were just too chaotic, but we really didn't do what we needed to do. Especially since pretty quickly they were able to get on our tail. I mean, we don't even get back on one for a long time. We just get lucky with them overshooting. Oh, actually, he's shooting now. Misses all of his shots. Even took a hit though. I guess he did manage to get a shot on. This is what most of the battle was just tiny little bits of peppering. With these little 762s. And that was a decent hit. I'm not really sure if it caused any meaningful damage, but there was a hit. Thankfully didn't do anything. Well, again, both two of them just kind of went off into the aether. You had an amazing run there that you missed every shot of. You don't really get much until after this turn and you were both coming back up. I love this. I love this, the way this lets us review what's going on. I'm not sure who's shooting. Somebody's shooting at me, I think. And now we're shooting here. It's funny because it's all shots that we shot back there that are now hitting once we get there. That kills him. So he just kind of sails off and away. Oh my god, please let me click on my guy. So that's one Joey. I think at this point we've decided to give up on you. I go for you. And I really wasn't expecting this. This was great chance. And we clobbered one straight through the windshield. I presume we did, because we killed him right here. Yep, that shot that went right in there, I guess, went straight through the windshield and into his head. Oh, for fuck's sake, let me click on my guy. Piece of shit. There we go. Is this guy shooting at you? I'm not really sure who or why or what. This is when we finally get damage on you. I think you lose your aileron here. No, but you are smoking. What do these Messerschmitts have? They should have a cannon and 2 machine guns. The nose-mounted cannon. Which is really cool. It's a really cool design. I don't know how you managed to pull out of this. That was a long battle. I mean, that was almost, what, 45 minutes? The battles aren't short, that's for sure. Which, I mean, a real dogfight isn't always that short anyway, so. Lot of gunfire into you. Something breaks off, your aileron probably. Right there, left aileron. A couple more little twings into you. You try shooting at me, but you've just missed. I thought you were done for sure. And then right here, something else breaks off. Oh, your, that's the rudder. What's that? I mean, tail flap, but I don't know. And there goes the rudder. And that's it. You're done. And then I still have to hunt down this guy, who I thought, again, was going straight in. Missing part of your tail. Missing one of your ailerons. Still somehow putting shots down range. You know, Impressive fighting spirit, that's for sure. It looks like your engine is sputtering out now. That's what this red is telling me, is that the cooling system or radiator or something's heavily damaged and his engine is dying. So I get both of my planes around. You get to right here. You're probably not producing any thrust anymore, so you can't pull up. And sploosh. Alright. Flawless. Absolutely flawless. Emerson with 3 in a day. Very well done. That's kind of one of the fun things about the shoot and kill. Need your target. 2 aircraft to control. Okay. One of the fun things about the random match with doing something like this is sometimes you get it where like this the positions are very, very, difficult. I mean, this is almost impossible because you only have the one Spitfire. And because they're all over the place. Ooh, southeast of Hornchurch. Interesting. And I mean, against 6 Messerschmitts, that would be a hell of a fight. Okay, that's 2 hours. Who's still sitting in chat? Is anyone sitting in chat? I think that's all the more of that.